Hello and welcome to the Next Gentleman Game Chat.
I am your caster master, thomas-gargan, and this, ladies and fanboys, is Next Gentleman Game Chat. Thank you to my co-hosts. Joining me is the prodigal son of the podcast, Quentin Maddox.
Yo, what's up?
Next to him is the big boss man of Buzz, Eddie Ross, our lead news editor.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And today we got a special episode, our first episode, and we're gonna do a small intro for our first games cast. So, Quentin, what was the first console that you gamed on?
The first console that I gamed on was the Wii, and I played like Carnival Mini Golf and stuff like that.
And now, what consoles do you game on now? What consoles do you own?
I game on like PlayStation, PlayStation 3, and Wii U, stuff like that.
Now, what would you say is your favorite game of all time?
My favorite game of all time right now is Splatoon.
Alright, and Eddie, what console did you first start gaming on?
Oh, the original PlayStation.
Wow, what do you remember any specific games that you had for the PlayStation? Or
Yes,
what
I
games you
do.
played?
Yeah, I remember Spyro, Crash, and then Frogger, the original Frogger, and then Rayman.
Oh wow, those are classics. Classic games. And what would you say is your favorite game series?
Out of PlayStation or just in general?
In general, of all games.
Oh, definitely Sony's got like the best games right now. I really like Bloodborne and I really like Destiny. They're going good with Destiny.
But on like Xbox 360, I know there was a game, Left 4 Dead. You were a big fan of that.
Yeah, that too. Left 4 Dead. I played a lot of Left 4 Dead. There's like, it's like one of the most like games you can like when you depend on actual people in that game and you actually need a mic to play. Because I used to get mad at people that didn't have mics and actually had the game. Like there's this like the one story I know is like I was playing the first map and like this is like I think it was my first time actually online because I used to play offline. I didn't have online for a while, and I finally got online. So there's like this gas station you're under, and like it's automatic kill for survivors if they go under it if they blow it up. And I was a smoker, and the smoker pulls people towards him. So, like, I was in plain sight hiding behind the gas station, and I pulled the one survivor closest to me, and they can't shoot at me or they blow up the gas station and kill that survivor. So they were all running to save that survivor, and, like, when they were running to save the survivor, I think the boomer came out of hiding. I think he missed with the hiding, like, he missed with puking on them to draw the horde, so he died. And they were all next to me, and like instead of shooting, because if they shoot, they would kill them all. They would kill the whole team. So they were trying to melee me to death, and like their melees aren't as strong, so I wasn't taking that much damage. So I would kept on meleeing them, and I would kept on getting their health down, and that's what really matters in that game. You just keep on hitting the survivors. And then I guess one of them misfired and shot the gas station and blew us all up, and we all died a horrible death.
That's great.
Yeah, it really
I have a
is.
story too.
Alright, go ahead, Quentin.
Left 4 Dead 2. On a map called, I think like Dark Carnival, there's this one place where you where you go inside. It's like this one place where you it's like a bumper car place, and then when you go outside, it's just a bunch of zombies. So then we went outside of that bumper car place, and we all had gas tanks. We lined all the gas tanks up on the doorway, and then when a zombie came out, the gas tanks fell down like dominoes, and then we shot the gas tanks, and the zombie just instantly died.
Alright, so everybody has fantastic memories of Left 4 Dead. Me, myself, well, how old are you guys? Quentin, how old are you?
I am 10 years old.
And Eddie, how old are you?
I'm 22.
And I'm 32, so we have a good age difference for our games cast, and we have good varying opinions of age groups. So that's who we are. Well, me originally, my first console was the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I played Dragon Quest 1 on it, Final Fantasy 1, Super Mario 1, a lot of old classics, and now I game on PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, all consoles. So I like everything. We're talking about the E3 rundown and what happened at E3. So, did any of you guys catch any of E3?
Yep.
Alright, we'll talk about the Bethesda conference first. Bethesda talked about Fallout 4, Dishonored, and Doom 4, and a few other things. Any of these games you guys interested in playing?
Well, Doom sounds pretty fun.
Eddie, you're interested in Doom? Have you played the other Dooms?
Just the original.
The original? What'd you play it on?
PC.
Yeah, I played it on my grandmother's PC. A while ago, I remember I had at first we had a shareware version, and then I convinced her to get me the full version of the game. But Doom's fantastic. I'm excited about Doom 4.
Now you can only convince yourself to get the full game.
Mm-hmm.
Either you guys interested in Fallout 4?
Yep. I probably haven't played any, but I kind of played the beginning of Fallout 2, I think.
I played the beginning of Fallout 3, and I played about 30 hours of the game. It's a pretty good game. Let's talk about Microsoft's conference now. Microsoft had some pretty exciting announcements. They announced backwards compatibility. It's not exactly native backwards compatibility where you could just pop the game in and play it, but you could pop in a game, a retail disc that you have, and you'll be able to download the digital copy of the game. Or if you have the digital copy of the game, you'll be able to re-download it on Xbox One and play it on the new console. And they also announced a couple of new games, like Recore, which is developed by Kaiji Inafune, and the creators of Metroid Prime. And they also showed Cuphead, which I'm excited about. Like, did either of you guys catch the Microsoft conference?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Some of it.
So, Quentin, you said you caught a little bit of it. Now, like anything about the Microsoft conference that excited you?
What excited me the most was the Minecraft HoloLens.
The Minecraft HoloLens demonstration?
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
That was pretty sweet. It looked like a very futuristic. I wonder how that's going to translate into an actual consumer product, but we'll have to wait and see. Eddie, how do you feel about Microsoft with the Xbox backwards compatibility? I know you don't own a Xbox One yet, but does this try to convince you to maybe get one?
Not really, because I could play all the Xbox 360 on Xbox 360 games, and then Xbox One I can play on Xbox One or Xbox 360 because I have the original.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess for some people, backwards compatibility is more important than to other people. Like for me personally, I have my 360 hooked up to my set still, and I just swap out an HDMI when I want to play it. I'm actually playing The Witcher 2 on 360, and it's pretty good because I want to be able to finish it and be more immersed in the story of The Witcher, so I can enjoy Witcher 3 a little bit more. And some of the side quests are actually pretty impressive, as they're the content involved is a little more enjoyable than the actual main quest. And that's a few of the things I heard about The Witcher 3 also, so I'm excited to get my hands on that. But we'll go into the next conference. And then after Microsoft's conference, then EA went and they showed Battlefield, actually Star Wars Battlefront, and Mass Effect Andromeda, and a lot of sports games. Now, Quentin, you first. Does any of that EA stuff excite you?
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront actually looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like the real movie a little bit.
Yeah, I'm very excited myself about Star Wars Battlefront. Eddie, how do you feel about the EA's conference? Any of the games excite you?
Well, Star Wars Battlefront, really. That's about it. I played the other one for PS2, I think.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Star Wars Battlefront. It looks like one of the original trilogy movies, the graphic, and I hear mostly online, like multiplayer based and co-op based, which excites me even though there's no campaign. But that looks like a pre-order title. Then we'll go on to Ubisoft or Ubisoft. They showed off like The Division, Rainbow Six, the Assassin's Creed Syndicate. They also teased a new Ghost Recon game, I believe. How do you guys feel about Ubisoft? Anybody planning on picking up Rainbow Six this fall? Quentin?
Yeah, it pretty much looks like any other shooter game except pretty basic.
Eddie, you excited about Assassin's Creed Syndicate or any of the Ubisoft franchises?
Assassin's Creed, not really, but the other game, Rainbow Six seems pretty cool. I might pick that up. But the, what was that other game you mentioned? The last one? That last game you mentioned?
Ghost Recon?
Yeah, Ghost Recon. I know there's a lot of feet on that one. I kind of want to try that.
Yeah, I have Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare for, is that what it's called?
Are you talking about Call of Duty?
Advanced Warfighter. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter for Xbox 360, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 for Xbox 360. Those are some solid titles, so I'm excited about Ghost Recon. I'm also excited about The Division. But Assassin's Creed, I stopped at the second game, and I really want to get back into the series. I own all the games. I want to play them all, but I just don't have time. And, and the games don't seem as interesting to me as they once did at one time. Now, moving on, this past Monday night, I went to the city to see at the IMAX Theater on 42nd Street Live the Sony E3 press conference. And boy, was it exciting. They had a lot of surprises. The first thing they showed was Last Guardian, which I am very passionate about. I'm a big Ueda fan. And I've beaten the Shadow of the Colossus, Eco, numerous times. Those are some of my favorite games, probably my favorite developer. And I'm very excited about that. Very excited about Shenmue 3, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And also they showed this game called Horizon Zero Dawn, the Guerrilla's new open world RPG. Now, either you guys see the Horizon Zero Dawn trailer? Quentin?
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. It just...
Eddie, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Alright. It's Guerrilla's new game, Guerrilla Games. They make Killzone. And I know we both played the hell out of Killzone 3.
Wait, the one with all the metal dinosaurs? That one?
Yeah, that's the game, Horizon.
Yeah,
yes.
it looks amazing.
Oh, wait, I did see that. I can't remember, man. I can't remember titles, man.
That's great. Yeah, I thought Sony had a great conference. I'm very excited about those games, plus Uncharted 4. Also, then the following day of E3, Tuesday morning, then Square Enix had a conference. Or Nintendo first, I'm not sure who went first, but Square Enix excited me by announcing a Nier sequel with the original creators of Nier. And Platinum Games developing. Platinum makes Bayonetta. They make Mad World. They made Anarchy Reigns. They make tons of great action games. A new Hitman's been announced. That was at Sony's conference too. Deus Ex, a new Tomb Raider that's on Microsoft's console first. Then Nintendo announced Star Fox and Mario Maker. And other than that, they were pretty underwhelming. Now, either you guys excited for Mario Maker? Quentin?
Definitely, because the Wii was my first console, and Nintendo is just pulling it off with every game they make, like Splatoon, any other Mario game, And Mario Maker, you can make your own stuff, basically. I've been a real fan of Mario.
Eddie, now I know you own a Wii U. Are you familiar with Mario Maker?
No, I can't say I am.
Well, I'll give you a rundown. It's a Mario game where you make 2D Mario levels by yourself, like with the art style of the original Mario and or the art style of New Super Mario Brothers, and I think the art style of Super Mario Brothers World. And so it's it gives you endless options, and you could download other people's created levels and play them, and gives you endless replayability of that game. Now, is that something that sounds interesting to you?
It actually does. That actually sounds like fun.
It is. Mario is always fun.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and that was our E3 rundown 2015. We'll be right back. Right now, dropping nuggets of news. Big boss man of buzz, Eddie Ross. Now, Eddie, what's the first topic on the news this week?
The first topic is Drive Club Free PS Plus Edition, launched on PS4 this week.
Now, I'll go to you, Eddie, first. You gonna check out that free Drive Club PS Plus edition?
Of course, I always download the free games. They're free.
It's a no-brainer to download PS Plus free games. I actually myself drove my first Drive Club race. I think I finished 12th out of 12th, but I got a trophy, which is pretty sweet, so I'm happy about that. But I'll be playing a little further. Now, Quentin, what do you think about the new free Drive Club PS Plus edition?
I think it looks I think it's pretty cool because it's basically a driving game, and driving games are pretty much they're definitely not like driving in real life, except you can just do better stuff.
All right, that's cool. Eddie, what's your the second topic on the list this week?
The second topic is PlanetSide 2 out on PS4.
PlanetSide 2 free-to-play first-person shooter MMO is out on PS4 free this week. Now, people have described it as Halo the MMO. Now, Eddie, what do you think about PlanetSide 2? It's free-to-play, so sounds like it's for you.
Yeah, I downloaded it already. I haven't had time to play it, but I'm definitely going to play this game.
Yeah, me myself, I had downloaded it. I played one match of multiplayer, I guess. I didn't even finish the whole thing. It was kind of a capture the area mission, but it was hell of a lot of people online. It felt like a Battlefield game, but even bigger than that. There was I don't know. They say it boasts 150 on 150 battles. And there was a lot of people in the game. I was enjoying myself, but I didn't quite know exactly what I was doing or what objectives I was supposed to be doing. I knew I was supposed to capture an area, but it was kind of difficult to exactly know exactly what was going on, about how to get into games with other friends and stuff. But I'll be checking that game out further. Quinn, what do you think about PlanetSide 2?
PlanetSide 2, I never really played it that much, except it pretty much does look like Halo MMO.
All right. Eddie, what's the next thing on the news list?
Number 3 is PC version of Arkham Knight has been pulled from Steam due to bugs and issues.
So, Eddie, have you played any of the Arkham Knight Batman games?
No, no, I can't. I didn't play them yet.
Now, do you think it's fair to a customer if a developer releases an unfinished product type, something like this, where it hasn't been maybe properly tested, and when it comes to the market it doesn't properly work? Now, how do you feel about that?
Well, I feel if you're playing a game on PC, you deserve it.
Oh boy. Now, I don't want to be that harsh to PC fans, but you know, it's the publisher WB. Maybe it's their fault. Whoever's fault it is, though. Yeah, I would suggest to those people though that are having PC problems, maybe you should pick up a PS4, cause
or even an Xbox One.
Yeah, even a just pick up a console, because consoles are fun. The games are good. They're made to work. Now, Quentin, what do you feel about the PC version Arkham Knight?
Kind of the same of Eddie, because PC games just bug me out. They just all get bugs 24/7. They lag every single time I play them.
Maybe you need a better rig, but yeah, I'm not a big PC gamer, so I can't argue with that. Now on to the next piece of news, Eddie. What's the fourth topic we have?
The fourth topic is Destiny Year 1 players feel screwed out of new content from the Taken King. Bungie will be addressing this soon, though.
Yeah, this is an interesting story that there's a collector's edition for the Taken King, I believe, $80, where you get special emotes and some exotic gear that day one players feel cheated out because they have to purchase the original game and the DLC with. But Bungie said they're going to promise them better gear. Yeah, Eddie, I know you're a big Destiny player. Like, how do you feel about the Taken King and what's going on with it?
I'm definitely going to get it, but I'm like, for the emotes, I'm not going to buy the $80 editions. I just want the Taken King. I really don't care about the dancing stuff. You know, I only use it for, like, if I'm in the level 28 Prison of Elders and somebody dies, because they really deserve it if they die.
Yeah, me personally, I didn't know about this story originally, and then I read about it, and I don't usually get an uproar about emotes or anything, but if the exotic gear that they're promising in the collection is cool, like, I would like to see what that's all about. But Bungie says they're going to address it, and there's been a fan uproar, so hopefully they fix it. Quentin, how do you feel about this?
I'm not really that much of a Destiny player, except I'm definitely going to play the Taken King, and probably not that much, because, not really a Destiny player.
Alright, there you have it. Now, I think there's one final piece of news on there, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Nintendo president says they will not talk about NX because competitors will steal their ideas.
Now, NX is the Nintendo's next console that they said they've been working on, but they've been keeping everything tight and under wraps, all the info about NX. Now, Eddie, how do you feel about the NX, and do you think it's something that you'd be interested in purchasing, and do you have any idea what it's going to be?
I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm definitely going to buy it. I mean, I understand where they're coming from. They think the competitors will steal their ideas because, well, they probably will.
I mean, it's true, though. Like, look in the past when Nintendo had motion controls on the Wii, Sony and Xbox adopted their own set of motion controls, Xbox with the Kinect and Sony with PlayStation Move. And they kind of wanted to have their own set of peripherals to rival that of Nintendo's. Quentin, what do you feel about the new Nintendo NX console and why that they're keeping it under such tight wraps?
Well, I definitely am going to try to play it as much as I can because Wii was my first console, and Nintendo pulls everything off, and people are just being stupid these days. It's a good thing they don't talk about it.
All right, now we got the news out of the way. I just want to talk about the free games for July. The July free games on Xbox Live, Xbox Games with Gold, will be Assassin's Creed Black Flag will be available on Xbox One all month long. Then on July 16th through August 15th, So Many Me will be available on Xbox One for free for Xbox Live Gold members. Then on Xbox 360, Plants vs. Zombies will be available from July 1st to the 15th, and Gears of War 3 will be available to Xbox Live Game 360 owners from July 16th to the 31st. Those are the free Xbox with Gold games. The PS Plus games have not been announced, but they should be announced within the next few days, so keep an eye out for that. Alright, and now we're going to talk about what we've been playing lately. So, like in the past few months, maybe a few weeks, since this is our first podcast, guys, maybe for the whole year, like what kind of video games you've been playing lately? We'll start with you, Quinn.
I've been playing like Splatoon, Call of Duty, Minecraft.
You recently told me you got Mortal Kombat X.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about Mortal Kombat X?
I feel amazed about it because it's the highest selling Mortal Kombat game ever, and it's so gory. and it's so graphic.
What do you think? Now, out of all the games you've played, what do you think would be your game of the year so far?
I think Splatoon because it's just a shooter for kids. You shouldn't let kids play Call of Duty. You should just let kids play Splatoon.
All right, there you have it from our 10-year-old youth and social director, Eddie. Now, what games have you been playing all year on your PS4, your Wii U, or your Xbox 360? Since you don't have an Xbox One.
Just rub it in. I've been playing on PS4. I've been playing Destiny, of course, and then Wii U. I've been playing the new Smash Brothers. That game is so fun. There's just so much content in it.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually playing some Smash Brothers early this morning. It's pretty good. We should get online and play that. But Eddie, have you seen Splatoon yet? Are you interested in getting it?
I have to pick it up. I haven't had a time to go to GameStop.
So Eddie, out of all the stuff you played this year, did you? I don't know if you mentioned. Did you mention Helldivers?
Oh, I forgot about that. That game is really fun, though.
Or Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for 3DS?
No. I've been playing Pokey Shuffle, too. But, I mean, that's not really a game. That's more of a download thing.
Now, about Pokey Shuffle, would you consider that in a Game of the Year candidate?
God, no.
Yeah, I mean, I love Pokey Shuffle, but, yeah, I can't consider it as an actual, real innovative game, or...
It's like Pokemon.
It's just a good time consumer.
It's basically a
I would say.
knockoff of Candy Crush.
Oh, Candy Crush sucks.
Yeah.
So what, Eddie? Then what would you feel is your game of the year as of now? It could all change within the next 6 months, but as of now, the end of June, what do you feel is your game of the year, 2015?
Well, the game that I always think about is just the new Smash Brothers. Not really Destiny, maybe when the DLC comes out, but, I mean, just the Super Smash Brothers is awesome. Right now, that's all I've been playing.
But Smash Brothers, it came out late last year, 2014, so it can't be really considered
This year's
game of the year. Yeah, a lot of people would put it as the game of the year last year, but since Nintendo it has been supporting content a lot, it's still a very relevant game. However, it can't be considered for game of the year. Now, are there any other titles that you would say, like a 2015 release game, that you could say is a game of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, and that game is pretty fun.
Okay. But would you say Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, you would put that over Bloodborne?
No. Bloodborne is way better, though. Yeah. I mean, I've been playing Bloodborne, but...
Just all the stories.
Yeah, Bloodborne is way better than Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires.
Yeah, I would... Me personally, my front runner for Game of the Year right now is Bloodborne, but I still have to play Witcher 3. I have to play Batman, Arkham Knight.
I heard you played some of it.
I played a little bit of it. I liked what I played so far. It's very intimidating because I know I'm going to lose a lot of hours in it. The Dying Light I haven't played yet. Mortal Kombat X I haven't played yet, so I can't give you a valid opinion on those games. Helldivers I loved. I wouldn't honestly say it's Game of the Year, but it definitely has a lot of content, a lot of bang for your buck.
Tell them about the story when I...
But I do also love Splatoon. Splatoon is a surprising Game of the Year candidate, and I would definitely make a push for that. I could definitely see that being voted someone's Game of the Year. Quentin, what were you saying?
Tell them about the story in Helldivers when I joined your game and then Eddie couldn't join.
Oh, okay, yeah. So one time we were playing Helldivers, and it was towards the end of a mission. And if you know, Helldivers is a co-op, and it's very hardcore, where friendly fire kills your teammates. It's always on, so you can't turn off friendly fire. And it was just me and Eddie, I think, playing 2-player co-op. And some reason the connection at first, when Quentin joined the game, it kicked Eddie out. So and Quentin landed. Did you land on top of me?
I don't know.
I think he might have spawned on top of me and then killed me, but then he revived me, and then
I got in the thing. And
he got into the
The
Into
ship,
the robot thing.
the armored suit, I think it's called, or the suit.
Oh, into the mech suit?
Yeah.
And what was having you walked off the cliff? And then he walked off the cliff and he took my mech suit out, so we didn't have that. And then I remember somewhere at the end of the mission we were about to extract and
I shot him.
he shot me and killed me, either killed me, shot me with a gun, or he hit me with a grenade, and it was like the last minute thing, and I was just screaming, and we failed, and it was horrible.
And then I left.
But it was so much fun. Yeah, we didn't really talk for a day or two.
I just left. I was just like, I'm not talking.
I just heard Quentin. It got silent and he left it. So that was it. How bad was
Did you hear me laughing a little bit?
No, I didn't. If I did, I would have been pissed.
Oh boy.
I was laughing so much, but I tried to keep it down so you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, so it would be a toss up between Bloodborne and Splatoon for me right now, but I would give Bloodborne the edge. But yeah, they're both equally great games, totally different, except that you spray liquid everywhere in both games.
Liquid.
Oh god. Just thinking.
All right, and now let's move to our most anticipated games for the rest of the year. Quentin, what games are you excited about getting later in the year?
Black Ops 3's most exciting game because I've been a real fan of Call of Duty, and when Black Ops 2 came out, I was so hyped to play it. I was just playing it 24/7, and then I just stopped playing it for a couple months, but then I started playing it again. And when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, it's such a disappointment. Call of Duty Ghosts was such a disappointment to me.
Why do you think Call of Duty Ghosts was such a disappointment?
Well, think about every other Call of Duty game. And Call of Duty Ghosts, it just came out looking good. It was starting to be good, but then when all the DLC came out, the DLC was horrible. Except the Predator one.
Alright, so is Black Ops 3 the only game you're looking forward to for this holiday?
Pretty much.
Alright, and we'll go to Eddie. What games are you looking forward to this holiday?
I mean, the new Destiny, definitely, like, the Taken King is one of the big ones that are going to come out. I really have high hopes for it. I mean, then again, I had high hopes for the recent DLC, but that was just disappointment. But, I mean, I really like the Destiny game, don't get me wrong, it's actually worth it.
Yeah, I enjoy Destiny a hell of a lot, even though it gets a lot of heat from people. Sometimes I feel like, what am I doing playing this game? And then other times I feel like it's the greatest game in the world. So it's a very polarizing game for me. But I definitely enjoy Destiny. I'll probably definitely. When I saw the Taken King trailer, I was pretty excited for it. So I most likely will be picking that up. Now, Eddie, you think you'll be picking up Star Wars Battlefront this year?
Probably.
Yeah, I'll probably be picking up Star Wars Battlefront. At first, I wasn't sold on it, but seeing the trailer and understanding more what the game is, I'm definitely a big fan. I was a big fan of Battlefield 4, even though it had a bad launch, I guess, on PS4 for the servers. It turned out to be an amazing game, amazing multiplayer game. If you play with your friends and you get 3 or 4 of you guys into a vehicle and then drive over to another team and just take them out, it's a very, very, very rewarding feeling.
Whenever you kill somebody in a game, it's very rewarding.
My most anticipated games this year are probably a little different. I definitely want Battlefront, Star Wars. I'm very interested in the Phantom Pain, the new Metal Gear 5 game. I hear it's like semi-open world or open world where each area is like a big Far Cry outpost to take care of, which gets me excited. And the multiplayer gets me excited because like anything in the campaign that you get, like soldiers or weapons and stuff, you could send them back via helicopter to your base. and the base acts as your online gameplay is your base, so you could have animals and officers, and I'm very excited to see how this all works out. I was a big fan of Metal Gear 4 Online, and my other anticipated games would be Disgaea 5. It's coming out in October on PS4. Japanese strategy RPG similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm a big fan of the Disgaea series. Also Persona 5, but I'm not sure if that's going to release here in the United States. It's coming out of PS4 and PS3. And also the Earth Defense Force 4.1, I believe it's called. It's the PS4 version of Earth Defense Force 2025. Very excited about that. I'm also very excited about Black Ops 3 as well. The Taken King DLC I'll be purchasing. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else.
There's one more game that I'm excited for. It's No Man's Sky. It looks pretty awesome because there's all places where you can visit. Like one place to another, there's like millions and millions of places.
Yeah, No Man's Sky looks pretty phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like the last game you'll ever have to buy because the procedurally generated planets. It could be like virtually endless amount of discovery there. But I'm not sure if that's gonna release this year. They haven't put a release date on it. They might be holding back. Rumors that Sony may be holding back for the release of Morpheus to put that game out. But whatever it is, they should put that game out as soon as possible because they're gonna need it this holiday. With Xbox has Halo, Forza, and Tomb Raider this year. Even though Tomb Raider is coming out the same day as Fallout 4, which kind of will kill its sales. But anyway, if you're a new console buyer going to the store this holiday season, the Xbox One is going to look a little more enticing. Not going to lie. Alright, and that seems like about all we have to talk about today. I'm your cast master, thomas-gargan, and Quentin, do you have any shout-outs or you'd like to give out any contact information, maybe your PSN name?
Yeah, my PSN name is Enderman296, and I'll give a shout out to one of my friends on PlayStation, and it's Omolek172, and he does YouTube videos too, so you can just search up Omolek172. He doesn't really post that much.
Do you know how to spell that?
AMOLAK.
Amolak. And what was the number?
172.
Amolak 172. I'm sorry. Amolak 172. AMOLAK 712.
172.
172. Oh boy. Alright, Eddie, and Eddie, do you have any shout outs you need to give, any contact information?
Yes, on PS4, if you guys want to try to play Destiny, I'm willing to play. I'm always on. My PSN name is Eddie8098.
Eddie, that's EDDIE 8098. Eddie8098. And any Xbox Live info or Wii U info? What's your Wii U?
Oh, I can't even remember that. I think it's Eddie8098 probably. I usually use the same thing.
Ed8098 on
Xbox 360.
Live, right?
Yeah, but I don't even have Xbox Live, so.
All right,
I mean,
I'm what's that?
You need to pick it up from the store Xbox Live card.
Yeah, really.
I have to actually plug mine back in.
You need to actually play it.
All right, and I'm at thomas_gargan on Twitter. THOMAS_GARGAN on Twitter. Search for the Thomas Gargan YouTube channel. Check out my videos. And on PSN, I'm TommyG42013. Also Wii U, TommyG42013. And on Xbox Live, I'm Dark Luigi YPX83. DARKLUIGIYPX83. And
And the YPX is capital.
I don't think it matters on
And the
Xbox.
D, yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to a few of my inspirations. Some other podcasts I listen to from PlayStation Unchained, Mike Harridan's, Ben Shillabeer Hall, and Neil Bolt. For Kinda Funny Games, Greg Miller, Colin Moriarty, Tim Geddes, and Nick Scarpino. From PlayStation Blogcast, Sid Schumann, Ryan Clements, Nick Sutner, and Justin Massengill. From Podcast Beyond, Max Scoville, Brian Oltano, Marty Sleva, Jared Petty. From Podcast Unlocked, Ryan McCaffrey, Destin Legary, and Mitch Dyer. Also, Destin on the Destiny podcast and friend Mirabella. We'll shout you out. And on Nintendo Voice Chat, Jose Otero and Per Schneider. And Game Scoop, Damon Hatfield. Just give a shout out to those guys who inspired me to do my own podcast. And they have a whole great podcast themselves, so check them out. All right, that was a great show for our first episode, guys.
That was the Next Gentleman Game Chat.
And we also have an exclusive video game review.
Your plane just crashed on an island near Haiti. Trouble is all around.
Oh man, this place sucks! It's a fucking joke!
I'm the son of a doctor! The son of a doctor!
Son of a doctor. More like the son of a witch doctor.
Coming this fall to next-gen consoles.
No! I don't want to die!
A story of murder and cannibalism. I will eat you! Eat you! In development at Ubisoft Chernobyl. Far Cries.
Hey man, fuck you!
You say fuck to me? Nobody says fuck to me.